is reality? It seems like such a simple term to define, and yet, as I asked that question of friends and family, I found that in fact, it's not quite that easy. People stumbled. I was curious. Are the films that we choose to watch our most favorites? Are they a reflection of our definition of reality? Is there a connection between what we wish to be, what we want to be, and our definition of reality and what we see in film?
As a fading thing, just as fickle as a feather.
What's the definition of reality?
Oh, geez, that's
Not
the
right
hard
now.
one. The definition of reality. My definition of reality is what's happening right now.
Perfect.
This
What?
is your reality right now. Some pain.
Define reality.
Reality is when you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and have to go to work. That's reality check right there. Like, oh my God, guess I gotta go back to work in the middle of the night.
So reality is what is actually physically facing you.
Physically facing the day.
Let's start with defining reality. What do you think reality is?
Well, I can't give you an answer to that.
It's too complex?
Yep.
Yep. Define reality.
To me, in my head, reality means something that's like real, like between real and fake. Like there's real stuff and then there's like fake stuff. Like the reality would be all the real stuff. Say you thought something was real, but it turned out to be really fake. Some people, I know there's a saying like wake up and look at reality. Like
something that is real, something that makes sense, something that's here and now.
okay. Something that tangible oftentimes. Tangible in my opinion. Something that's real.
Reality is when you turn 18 and you have credit card bills and your headlamp on your Volvo goes out and it's $300 to replace, and you have to choose between paying for the headlamp and hoping you don't get a ticket at night, or paying for food and having a good time with your boyfriend.
Tell me what your most favorite movie is.
Oh, The Bourne Ultimatum, of course.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. Why?
Because I love spy movies and Cloak and Dagger and getting one over on the man.
Why?
Because it's an underdog story. Gotta love an underdog story.
What is it about an underdog?
He faces
Here
so
comes
much.
Stan.
He faces so much adversity, and he comes through in the end and saves the day.
Okay, so you like a story with a hero.
Yep.
And you love the hero to start out as an underdog.
Yes.
Do you like it when it's almost impossible for
course.
them to do it? Is that what makes you stoked on it?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see that in your own life?
Yeah, that's reality. It's almost impossible to get up every morning and go to work, but yet somehow I overcome everything and make it every day.
Love you. Go. Favorite movie, why?
Oh, my favorite movie. What did I say it was? Boomerang. Have you seen that with Eddie Murphy?
Yes,
Halle
years ago.
Berry. Yeah. I don't know. I just like that love story with people I can identify with.
What
I
makes
just
you
like the
identify
story.
with them?
This is an African American cast, and you don't really see a lot of that in movies.
Mhm.
They're young, professional,
And
you
not
know.
not stereotyped.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I
I like
and I
that
like the
answer.
love story. Yeah.
Good. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, gosh, it goes back too far. Gone with the Wind was a good one.
Yeah? Why did you like it?
Because of the historical value that it brought out, and it brought out the Civil War, the first time in my life that I understood what the war was about.
Yeah.
No, gentlemen. Mr. Butler's from up north, I hear. Don't you agree with this, Mr. Butler? I think it's hard winning a war with words, gentlemen. What do you mean, sir? I mean, Mr. Hamilton, there's not a cannon factory in the whole South. What difference does that make, sir, to a gentleman? I'm afraid it's going to make a great deal of difference to a great many gentlemen, sir. Are you hinting, Mr. Butler, that the Yankees can lick us? No, I'm not hinting. I'm saying very plainly that the Yankees are better equipped than we. They've got factories, shipyards, coal mines, and a fleet to bottle up our harbors and starve us to death. All we've got is cotton and slaves and arrogance. That's right.
Family was the type of family that dabbled in imaginary things.
Mm-hmm.
And this came as a wonderful opportunity for me, because what happened is shortly after they were married, I came down with rheumatic fever. So I was in bed for 2.5 years. It was wonderful because my father had musicians come to the house, theater people from San Francisco. There was always like jam sessions and poetry reading, and men and women who wrote songs, lyrics, and music, and so there was always music going on. He had this capacity for play. He was the most wonderful man because he had a childlike side to him.
That would definitely have to be Little Miss Sunshine. I think Little Miss Sunshine would have to be my favorite film because there's so many relatable characters in it. Every family can relate to it. There's always been that one crazy road trip where you start off all hating each other and all fighting, and in the end you realize that it's just life and that you're all on the same journey together. That'd probably be it.
There you go.
And so we find ourselves in front of a screen. The room darkens, just in time for us to discover something about our historical past that we can better understand. To find ourselves when we were children, when our imagination was bigger than life. To identify and recognize the reality of who we really are. To laugh at ourselves and to understand the complexity of relationships, or to imagine and fantasize about what could be.